Well, good morning. It's about 7:30 on a Saturday morning, and we are going to go about 45 minutes from here to a public auto auction, but they've got tractors and mowers and everything else too. And we've got the truck and the trailer going to go with us this morning just in case we do get something. There's a side-by-side I'm kind of interested in that's in the Inop sale, but I'd say all these farmers and Amish and everybody else will probably make it where we can't get it. They usually pay a lot more than I do for stuff, but it's about 44 out this morning, so it can be warmer, that's for sure. But that's all right. Gonna wait for the light forever. I always think that's a pretty good job. It's been a while since I've had it out, so it'll be fun to get her out on the highway. I guess take about a 45-minute drive. So. Guess we'll come back when she's warmed up and we'll get out of here. Take us about 45 minutes to an hour, but I know what time it is. I think it's about 8 o'clock, so we're on the road, and I guess we'll see you in about an hour. Down here, we're, I don't know, 20 minutes down the road so far. Yep, we made it. Here we are. So this place is always busy too. It's a pretty good sized sale. A lot of people, so I don't know if we'll be able to buy anything or not, but we brought a trailer, so we'll give it a try. Well, what I'm here, I'll tell you, I'm looking at this mule maybe, but I won't be able to afford it, I doubt. It doesn't look bad. We got the fake rhino, the real king rhino. Golf carts, four-wheelers. That works. Little trailer ain't bad. Kind of tall. I guess we'll find out.
4 would have been 4. 3 would have been 4, would have been 5. 7.5.
Yeah.
10 would have been 10. 10 would have been 10. 7.5 series bid 10 would have been 10.
For one money.
You want 8? Would have been 8. 7.5 series bid 8.
Yep.
9 bid 9 would have been 9. 10 10 would have been 10. 9 series bid 10 would have been 10.
I came up here, maybe think about this diesel bus, but as you can tell, they literally just painted it, painted over the stickers. I like that. Tape still hanging off up there. Yeah, it's a lot worse in person than I thought it was going to be, but I guess it depends on how it runs and what it brings.
Now 7, now 7, now 7, now 8, now 8, now 9, now 9, now 1,000, now 1,000, $900 now 1,000, $900 now $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $900 now $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $900 now $1,000, $1,000. If I didn't do this on the first one, but there wasn't 1,500 for it.
115, another 110, 15, now 20, now 5, 125, 125, 125, get them at 500, I'm on 5, get them at 5, 5, now 30, now 30, now 30, got 125, another 130, get them at 30. Sold them $125 on 148. Which one would you like? He's going to take the top one. Takes the top gate. 3, 3.5. Anybody else want in there? 3, 3.5. 3.5. 3.5. You bought them, Ronnie, $300. 196.5. Now we got a Sky. Got a Freedom Z.
Yep. 410.
410 lot. There you are, folks. Have a look at it. Somebody give him $2,000. Here, 2,000. I'm gonna get my 17 and a half. Somebody give him 1,500. 15, 15, I'm gonna get my 15, I'm gonna get my 12 and a half. Somebody give 1,000. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, I'm gonna get my 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 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Anybody give 800? 500. 5, 7. I got 6, 7, 8. 800, now 9, you ought to get Joe, now 9, now $1,000, now 11, now 11, now 11, now 11, now 11, now 12, now 13, now 13, 14, now 15, now 16, now 17, 17, 17, now 18, 17, 18. You want back in it? 17, 18. Yeah, bought him Clay 1,700 on 32, wasn't it?
He needs you a Massimo. Tractor Supply lot. I'd buy it if it was cheaper.
Here's a 2510. Sure you got the right key?
Well, it's what it says it is. It's going in.
Not working.
It's under. It says it's right there.
I'm like that sometimes. I don't turn over very good. Well, we're having a day with these keys, huh? Maybe. I don't know. We got an owner on this one out here?
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh.
It's been something about a year and a half. Carburetor flipped over, motor turned over. I don't know what all. That's right. Key somebody.
Alright, somebody's probably put the wrong key in and tried to turn it. It's got it.
It ran. The buddy of mine had a few years on it. It flipped over. Working with this. I know the carburetor flipped over. It was turned on.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks, here you go. Somebody give a $2,500. 25, I get 25, I'm buying them on, I'm buying them on, 25, get them at 5. Anybody give 1,000 for this mule? One of them you don't have to feed and water.
5,
I got 3 people wanting to give 500.
6.
Somebody's got to be 6. Now 7. Now 8. 8, John. 8. 800 a grade, 100 a grade, 700 a grade, 100 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 a grade, 700 a grade, 100 a grade. Half. Now 800. Now half. 8.5. You know she'd like that out there. 8.5. 800, 8.5. 800 to get half, 800 to get half, 8.5. You want back in at 8.5? It's cheaper than a golf cart, I was going to assure you. 8.5. 8.5. Anybody else at 8.5? 800 to get half, 8.5. He come in 1250. Can you help him a little bit?
8.5.
Can you give him 9?
Yeah, do 9.
He'll do 900. Sold it. $900 on buyer number 202. Thank you. Hey, here's a Troy bill on 429. Listen to the power.
Use gravity.
Did you buy that?
Yeah.
What'd it bring?
$900.
Will it not run?
Nah, they couldn't get the key to turn, but
You need help loading it?
no, I'm gonna try to roll down past him and then back the trailer up to it.
Okay, well, we can help you, Mark.
Thank you though.
All right, let me know.
All right, buddy. E-brake works. All right. Well, we got the mule. We're going to back the truck up to it. Let's see if we can do this here. Like that.
Where'd you buy that wood at?
What's that?
See, where'd you buy that wood at?
Well, this one?
Yeah, that's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, about 40 bucks a piece. Over at Menards. All right. Let's get this thing hitched up and get out of here. Free spool. Still heavy. Boogie. In fact, we just drive it in. Go the right way. Oh, going the wrong way. There we go. In. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. E-brake actually works. Believe that? Well, this is a lot easier. little project for us. Looks like it's in really good shape. It'd be nice if it was nicer than a Rhino. I'll keep it. Up we go. That's definitely the way to do it here. This beats the hell out of the old tilt trailers and come-alongs we used to use. We're doing a little better than we used to. Loaded up. Alright, we're getting back on the interstate again. About 45 minutes and we'll be home. It's back here hanging on. I'm off the road like always. Alright, well, I better drive. We'll see ya. This place is always busy. It's like the only truck stop gas station around, so there's just always tons and tons of cars. Of course, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I can't go there because that's for the trucks. Shit. I don't know. I may have to wait for a minute. Yeah, I can't fit through there. I'll do a U-turn here and figure something out. Yeah, I don't know. I may not be able to park here. This place is always packed. I don't think I can make that turn. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm going home. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This place is always like this. Damn it. Yeah, I needed gas. Well, I didn't need gas, but oh, shut up. Oh, look at this. Go ahead and hit me. I'll get a check real quick before we go. No, I guess not. Could have been that winch bumper we've been wanting. Oh well. I guess we use the pumps at home. And we're home. It was pretty uneventful. Looks like it made it here in one piece. So next thing to do will be getting a new battery in it and start checking fluids to get the oil changed and see if we can get this thing to run. So I guess that's all I got for now. All right, well, I'm starting to kind of piddle with this thing, checking the fluids and such. The problem with this at the sale was they said that the key didn't work in the ignition now, but they said it had before. It doesn't. To me, it feels like they've got the wrong key on the key tag for the Mule, because it just doesn't feel right at all, and it won't. It just doesn't jingle. I put some oil in it and all that, and it's not doing anything. So anyway, I figured we could get this bed up where we can get to the engine on this little guy. It's got a little lock right there. Ooh, drop it on the head right there. I would have thought these would have had some sort of hydraulics on them, but like a lift strap, but I don't see one. This thing is in really, really good shape. Looks like the oil's, yeah, the oil's definitely a little too high. I can smell gas, so we might just put a jump pack on it real quick. They did say that the carburetor floods over. I see it's got a click-clack fuel pump on it, so that's, I don't know that it's overpowering it or anything. I'm saying we probably just got a stuck float on the carburetor, but unfortunately with this ignition switch, those are the three wires we got to go with. I'm assuming one's power, one's ignition, and then one's crank. So I am going to put our jump pack on this thing and and just get some power onto it. We will kind of go from there as what we got. So I'm sure that battery's absolute garbage. Actually, it's got 7 volts in it. It's more than I would have thought it had. Alright, so we'll put our power probe on here. These things are nice. You can shoot power over where you need it. Okay. Now we've got our power there. Our gauge. And that'll put 12 volts positive, or I can rock it back and it'll give us ground. So now, if we can, we need to stab this thing and see where we have power and where we don't. Like I said, it's one of these. That's ground. I can get in there. Ground. Okay, so there's our positive feed, which means one of these is going to be crank and one should be ignition. So I'm just going to try. That's okay, that's ignition. I hear the electric fuel pump, which means this one here should be crank. Yep. All right, well, it does crank over like they said. So I will take my homemade jumper wire here. And let's see what I say this one was. Okay, that was. I'm going to put a new switch in this, so don't be too mad at me because I'm skinning these wires back, but this is just going to be the easiest way to get power where we need it for now. And then, let's see, that one was, yeah, that was ignition. We'll just take our little jumper wire, and we will go here to here. All right, so our fuel pump is now running, and they say that it will flood over, so let's go look and see. Definitely a rowdy little pump. I don't know if it's got any fuel in it. Can't see. Oh wow! You see in there? It's almost full to the top. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna say we set the choke and just crank and see what happens. Why not? Who knows? Hell, it's liable to start. Well, I'll just set you guys here. And I'm gonna be over here doing this side of it. So yeah, let's just see what happens. We'll get in there. Well, as diesel creek would say, oh no, now I can't get the choke to move. Hang on. Clear for all. Oh. Yeah, it's flooding over now. I can see it. It's dripping out of. Not sure where it's actually dripping out of, unless it's the exhaust. Oh no, it's the air box. So yeah, it's that carburetor's gonna have to be done. Okay, well, let's shut that down. All right. Yeah, we've literally got gas running out of the air box, the damn tube. Yeah, see the fuel right there? It's coming. Literally coming out of the bottom of the air box. This thing has got to be just completely full. Let's see real quick. I can't imagine what this is going to look like. Let's see. That's why the oil smells like gas so bad, because it's just filling it up. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, our very first thing we need to do, I guess that choke's working. Where it even goes in at. Yeah, well, they weren't lying about the fuel coming out of it. What I might try to do is just pop the bottom of this bowl off. Uh-oh, I made it mad. Yeah, let's see if I can do that. Too. I've run into flooding problems with it occasionally, and I don't know if it's just the pump overpowering it. I've even put a regulator on it to help. And it's not really that dirty inside. Not what I would have thought. I don't know if maybe our float's stuck. Try not to make a huge mess, but I'd kind of like to run the fuel pump again. Let's see if that choke will actually hold it. Let's see. Or not the choke, the damn float. let's go get us a drain pan to put underneath this thing for one, so we don't make a gusher again. Got one over here. It's just a small one, but it'll work for what we're doing. All right, we'll just slide that under there and kick this pump back on. We got to do it quick because it's gonna make a mess. Should be running out of that carburetor. Okay, so it is coming out of the carburetor. Float goes up. Let's see, it stops though. I wonder if that float's bad. Huh. That is interesting. Let's stick this back on my hand and just hold it and see if it stops doing that. Huh. No, see, it's coming out all the way to the top. All right, we're gonna pull that carburetor off and clean that float or that needle and seat. Well, if you just saw that, then you heard it actually started. I just had the bowl laying off of it just so I could see if this engine actually ran, and just cranked it. There's so much fuel down in that intake, I knew it'd probably hit, and it did. Actually seemed quiet. I don't really see any issues for the most part. We might be all right on this thing. We'll take a break for a little bit, but we'll get that carburetor off there and get that thing dealt with, and I think we'll be all right. All right, see if we can get this off here. Here we go. There we go. These bolts are really long. Longer than I would have thought. There we go. Yeah, those are big honkers there. Let's see if we get this other one off there. I definitely should have had a universal joint with me, but that's all right. All right, that's those two. This little air duber comes off there. And then carefully undo these plastic snappers, hold down things so they don't break. I know how my luck is with these. And then that's the choke, which kind of looks weird on this one. I don't know how this, okay, so there's some sort of 10mm bolt right there that holds this bracket on. It looks like these, I don't know how these work. I've never ever worked on a Kawasaki engine before, so this is definitely a first. But there's our float, and it is moving. I don't know, I may have to just take that float out and see if it's a bad one. Right, no matter what I do, the carburetor floods over. So I found on Amazon, and I'm sure it's just horrendous junk, I found carburetor, oil filter, fuel filter, both spark plugs, and an air filter, everything for like $38. 2 days. We'll see what happens with Prime. I don't have high hopes. I'm sure it'll probably run, which is more than we can do right now. So I've disconnected the electric fuel pump, which the red Elderbrock actually was a 7 psi fuel pump. So I think I'm gonna leave my clickety-clack on there. That's 2.5 to 4 pounds, be a little bit lower pressure. I think maybe that's what screwed up the old carburetor. I don't know if it's messed up the needle and seat or what, but anyway, I've got the old IV drip on it. I'm just for fun, I'm just gonna turn this on and see if it still floods over. If it doesn't, this thing might run just off gravity. Nope, carburetor is absolutely flooding over. So I don't know how that happens. I really don't understand. The needle and seat has to be absolute junk. There's no other way around it. So anyway, I say we've got the fuel shut off, so it's not going to just keep dumping. I say let's just hit it for fun. Just let it run for a minute if it will. Yeah, Sounds like she's getting fuel in the cylinders. All right, well, with daylight savings time now, I get about 30 minutes every night after I get home from work, if that, before it's dark. So at this point, this is day 3, and we're going to go ahead and drop the oil out of this thing because I'm assuming it is pretty well full of gas. So, all right, got my pan cleaned up because I'll probably keep this for my diesel. This stuff's going to have enough gas in it. Thin that oil out, might as well use it for fuel. See what this stuff looks like. I bet it's gonna be pretty runny. Ooh, oh my God, look at that. Yeah, that's definitely gas. Ew. Well, that's not water in there. It's that might not be good. It might be why we were low on antifreeze. Yep, that's got water in it. Uh-oh. Houston, we might have a problem with this. This one might need head gaskets. Yeah, it's definitely oil. Oh boy. I think we're gonna have to put a pressure tester on it, on the cooling system. That's not good. It's got a Kawasaki oil filter on it. That's kind of fun. Yeah, that is a lot of oil. That's weird. This hasn't even been cranked today either. Boy, it just reeks like gas. I don't know. Unless it's just disgusting gas. It sure don't look like it though. See if maybe this will work. There we go. That's a cool filter. Right. Let's see here. I just want to bring flood off the trailer. That will not be cool. All right. All right. That is some weird looking stuff. I don't even know. I don't even know if that is coolant. It's so mixed. I don't know. All right. Now we're gonna throw 2 quarts of 1040 in it. I just bought some Royal King oil since I'm sure if this thing is even savable, we'll have to flush it a couple times anyway. As much gas as it had in it, so we'll throw a couple quarts in. It's just their 1040 stuff. You smell that gas. See where that puts us. Can't remember where the dipstick is on this thing. Oh, right in front of me. All right. Man, that looks bad. No, we're not there. Ooh. Oh, we're way over. Shit. Oh, man. I put too much in it. Yeah. We'll run with it for now. If it starts and runs, then I'll back it off. I don't expect much, but we'll try. I need to put that new ignition switch in, but I'm kind of lazy about it. I should get that thing quit making noise. No, that's not it, is it? Huh. Ooh, that scared me. All right, so anyway, choke's on. Let's just see what happens. Not that either. No, I don't know what size it. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that one was hand tight, so right there's a problem. I bet. Man, I don't want to say the motor's bad, but I'm not going to say it ain't. No, those are complete. Look at that difference in spark plugs. What a joke. Good Lord. That's ridiculous. See if I can take this one out with my He-Man hands. Yep. So obviously they've been working on this thing. Yeah, they're both, of course, soaked. Stink like 100-year-old gas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these big dogs ain't gonna fit in there. If they do, they probably hit the piston. Yeah, I just don't see those being right at all. Well, might as well crank it, blow them out a little bit. Wow. That's antifreeze. So we have a massively blown head gasket on this thing. That sucks. Yeah, that's why it ran so good without the I can't believe that, holy cow. That's why it ran so good without the antifreeze in the cylinder earlier. Or I guess it would have been the day before yesterday. Let's spray it some more. Okay, so we've definitely got blown head gaskets, no way around it. And I am gonna bet that those plugs were hand tight because they were doing a compression test on this pile. So let's, just for fun, let's do one. I don't know if you can, this piece of shit. Careful what you buy autos on, right? Okay, here we go. Let's see if that'll work. Turn her on. Wow, so that's zero compression. That one's cooked. That one's just blowing water everywhere anyway. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a 2 or 3 part video now because unfortunately it sounds like we're both going to learn how to rebuild one of these damn Kawasaki V-twins. Alright, here we go. Yeah, 95. That's a little low, but I don't. I haven't had antifreeze come out of it too, so they're definitely popped. Hopefully, and I don't know how these work. Hopefully, it's just these upper head gaskets is all these things have for cooling system. I don't know. And of course, the exhaust is they're rusty, so we'll put a bunch of PB Blaster on those like right now. and start marinating this thing. Shit. Sorry about that. Yeah, start marinating this thing with oil. And I'll get online and see what we're looking at as far as what we're going to get into. I wonder if it'd be easier to pull the engine off this thing. I don't know, probably not. Not if it's just heads. So let me grab some WD. Probably the best shit. We'll use Freon instead. And we'll just coat this thing. And we'll fill those cylinders up where they don't, if they got coolant in them, they don't just sit there and rust. That sucks though. I was kind of hoping this thing was going to go. Oh well, let's spray everything down so we don't miss anything. Well, as much as I hate to say it, it's not the ending I was expecting for us today, but I guess we'll see you on the next one. Oh, this is like freaking the camera out bad. Oh, it's like turning on me. Yeah, well, if you can see that, we just got a head gasket set for 12 bucks eBay, so you can't even imagine how awful that's going to be, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out in 3 or 4 days. We'll see you on the next video, I guess.